We both know you probably have a ton more paper in your house, in your office right now than you could ever want, and certainly more than you'll ever need. It is so much easier to get rid of paper clutter and keep it gone than you would ever think. I got rid of all the paper in my home and my office years ago, and this video is all about just exactly how to do that. Hi y'all, thanks so much for stopping back by. If you haven't been here before, then welcome. My name is Lori Livers, and I'm glad to have you. On this channel, we talk about creating passive income with rental properties. We talk about DIY home improvement, and we talk about everything planning and organizing, because in my world, that's what makes all the rest of it possible. And today's video is related to that planning and organizing. Getting rid of the paper clutter in your home and office so you can be free of that crap forever. So let's get started. Now, first things first, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need a scanner or a scanner app, but you can even use your phone and take pictures. That works just as well. I personally use a scanner just because I always have, and I've had the same one for probably at least 6, 7, maybe even 8 years now. I will link the current version of the one I have down below, just in case you're curious about checking it out. Maybe it'll work for you too. The next thing you're going to need is a digital notebook app. I use OneNote. I love OneNote because it's so simple, it's so intuitive, it's free, and it works across all the different platforms that my devices are on. It works on my Windows computer, it works on my Mac computer, it works on my Android phone, and it'll work on an iPhone just as well. OneNote is the choice for me because it just works really, really well every single time on every single device. The next thing you're going to need is a shredder or a burn pile. Just something that you can do to destroy any type of paper clutter that has any type of sensitive information on it. You don't want to just throw that in the trash. You want to actually destroy that. So either a shredder or a burn pile in a match works just as well. But I'm not advocating starting any fires. If burning things like this is not cool where you are and you don't know how to go about it safely, don't burn stuff. Just so we're clear on that. And then the last thing you're going to need is simply the desire to get rid of all this crap in your life. You don't need to keep this stuff anyway. If you have any paper clutter you don't need or want laying around your house, hit that like button. Or if you just like the idea of getting all this crap out of your house and out of your workspace, out of your office, out of your life, hit that like button. Or if you would like to find anything you need or anything you want at any time you might need or want it right on your phone, then you know what to do. Hit that like button. Okay, so here's exactly what you need to do to eliminate all this paper stuff from your life. Download OneNote. If you haven't already done that, link down below. Free app, download OneNote. Once you've downloaded OneNote, then you need to create a notebook. And OneNote notebooks will work just exactly the same as any other physical notebook. You have a notebook, and within the notebook you have sections, and within each section you have pages. So you can set it up just like you would any other physical notebook. For instance, I have a notebook called Home. And in my Home notebook, I have a section for my mortgage. I have a section for my utilities. I have a section for my credit card statements. I have a section for each of my vehicles. And I have a section for my dog's medical care, just so I always have that available to me. But it doesn't matter. Whatever you need to customize your notebook to meet your needs is just exactly what you do. So once you have your notebook set up, then log into every single account you have, your mortgage, your credit card statements, your vehicle loans, whatever. Log into every single one and choose the paperless delivery method for all your correspondence. And then each month, or every time you receive an email saying you have correspondence, your statement's ready, your whatever, then you simply click the link, follow the link in that email, and open up that statement. When you have that statement displayed on the screen of your computer or on your phone, whatever you have it displayed on, you simply choose the option to print the statement, but you're not going to print it to a physical piece of paper. You're going to print it to your OneNote digital notebook. When you go to print your statement, you're going to choose the OneNote printer. And when you do this, the OneNote app is going to open up and it's going to ask you, where do you want me to put this printout? So if you're printing a credit card statement, you just navigate to the section for your credit card statements and print it to a new page within that section and title your page month, year, credit card statement, whatever you want to do so that you'll know what it is. It only has to work for you. At this point, you have printed your credit card statement into your digital notebook. You didn't get a piece of paper in the mail. You don't have to print a piece of paper. You don't have to find the file on your computer that you can access it from and hope you could access that file from your phone if you need it. None of those problems exist in your life anymore if you follow this process, because now that statement is right in your OneNote notebook where you can access it from everywhere, all the time, anytime you want to. Now, sometimes you're still going to get crap in the mail. It just happens. For instance, the city I live in doesn't even have an option to receive our water utility bill online. They mail you a physical piece of paper every single month, and there's no option to turn that off. So when you get these types of things in the mail, because you are going to get these types of things in the mail, our world has not evolved to a point where none of this stuff comes in the mail anymore. We still have a little bit of ways to go on that, but we're getting there. Anyway, I digress. So when you get these statements in the mail, you simply open up your mail, lay it on your counter, your desk, whatever, any flat surface, open up your OneNote app, choose the page that you want to store this information on, and simply click the button icon in OneNote, and it will take a photo and it will store it right in that notebook. It doesn't go to your phone's files. You're not going to find it on your camera roll. You're not going to find it anyplace else. It's stored right within OneNote. And so it's right there whenever you want it, need it, if you ever care to see it again. It is right there for you to view. This physical piece of paper, if you're not going to shred or burn, whatever your method of destroying it is, if it doesn't need to be destroyed, then it can go straight into your recycling bin. And even though you've received a physical piece of paper in the mail, you're still doing your part to reduce the waste for our planet. It really is just that simple. I've been doing this for about 8 years now, and I could not be happier because for me, planning and organizing is something that's really important. It helps me feel like I have a better idea of what's going on in my world. And, you know, my income is based on rental properties. If you have ever purchased a home, whether it's your personal home or investment home, you know there is a lot of paperwork that comes with that. And not having to store this paperwork and knowing that I have it available to me at any time I have a thought and I want to see what was this on this house or what was this on this house, I can just go straight to my phone and look that information up and have all of those details available to me. So even though I work in an industry that creates a lot of paper, I don't have the weight of having to figure out where to store that, how to keep it secure, and I don't have the cluttering up my home because I do work from my home like so many of us do today. I don't have all that crap laying around. I don't have all that clutter laying around. And I have all the information available to me all the time, anytime. The OneNote search function works so well that you don't even have to remember where exactly you put everything. Everybody thinks in different ways. And so if you're not quite sure where you put something in your OneNote notebook, you have a search bar that works just like any other search bar in any other app you have. OneNote will actually go out and find whatever it is you're looking for. So that's fantastic. And all of this stuff can be done for free. It costs you nothing to get rid of all this crap in your life. And if you can do it in your business as well, that's absolutely amazing, because then you can eliminate all this paper clutter crap from all aspects of your life. If you haven't seen my digital planning system video, you're going to want to watch that one next. Working out the details of this digital planning system that I use was really critical and key to helping me develop this system that allowed me to eliminate all this paper clutter from my life. So it might help you too. In this digital planning system video, there are a lot of tips that are going to help you if you want to transition to this. I really enjoy writing things out, and that was one of my biggest challenges around going completely digital. I found a game-changing product that allows me to write stuff out in a way that I really enjoy, that gives me the same experience as writing on paper, but everything is digital, and it's less than $20. So you can see how all of that works in that digital planning system video. So I do hope you'll take a few minutes and check that one out at the end of this one. So I am really passionate about planning and organizing. I told you before, I'm a total planning nerd, because in my world, it's what's made everything else possible. I live in the same world you do, with a limited amount of time and a limited amount of resources. And the planning and organizing aspects of my life have really allowed me to make the very best use of that time resource and of those financial resources, of all the resources available to me. If that's interesting to you, please do hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you can be notified of all the new videos coming your way. Also, if you don't mind, drop down into the comments. Let me know, would you like to see a OneNote tutorial? Are you curious about how any of this stuff works in my business and my personal life, or how I keep the two separate so that I can very efficiently handle my taxes at the end of each year? Let me know. Or, if you don't want to talk about any of that stuff, you can always just say hi. I appreciate that too. Until next time, y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all.